सरवर आलम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की रहमत का तज़किरा फरमा रहे थे। सरकार दो जहां सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने को अल्लाह ताला ने रहमतुल लिल आलमीन बनाया, कैसे कैसे उनकी रहमत का इजहार हुआ। We are also honored to have in our gathering today Honorable Syed Amin Sham'ee Sahib inshallah from Ahlul Bayt Society, and also we welcome Muhtaram Junaid Ashraf Councillor Sahib. He is also here in the gathering. We welcome him in our gathering, and also Haji Tariq Sahib and Abdul Rahman Sahib from Milad Quran Court Bridge and Islamic Society Court Bridge, and all other brothers who have come from Court Bridge. We welcome them, and all our brothers, Dr. Imran Sahib and Tahir Sahib, and those who came from Delhi, Kasab Sahib with Alama Adil Qasmi Sahib, we welcome them as well. So now I would like to invite Hujjatul Islam wal Muslimin, Syed Amin Sham'ee. Please come forward and say a few words with regard to the Milad Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he belonged to Ahlul Bayt Society.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Increase the height of the microphone.
Yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم مصطفى محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين وصحبه المنتجبين. Dear brothers and I think sisters downstairs, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Such an honor and a pleasure to be at your service tonight at this very auspicious night, the birth anniversary of the Prophet of Mercy. And mashallah, knowledgeable brothers and scholars, so they said everything, so they left nothing for me to add. So mashallah, they are very knowledgeable, and our recent brother, I don't know his name, mashallah, he's a study of history of Islam, and as a historian, mashallah, brother Rabbani, so he delivered a lecture as an outsider, as a historian, and also as an insider, by reciting some verse of the Holy Quran, and also brother Nur al-Hassan, mashallah, they are perfect. And just, I wanted to add something as an outsider, so somebody who lives in the West. We have some modern values, especially ethical values in the West. For example, equality. And still they are having problem with equality. They had to kill George Floyd to remind them that we are created equal. And when we go back to 1400 years ago, to the life and to the seerah, to the lifestyle of the Holy Prophet of Islam, we can see equality, we can see diversity. Just take a look to the Sahaba, to the companions of the Holy Prophet of Islam. We don't have only Arabs, and of course, you are not Arab, we are not Arab, but we are still Muslim, because Islam is not the religion, has nothing to do with your race, has nothing to do with your ethnicity. We have Milad al-Habashi, so he was black, and he was doing adhan, he was mu'adhin for the Holy Prophet of Islam. We have diversity. So this is something nowadays in this world is modern value. You didn't have, and I think still we have problem with racism, Black people are still having problem, Why Black Lives Matters happen? Because we are having problem, This is not something that completely solved. But this problem was solved during the life of the Holy Prophet of Islam 1400 years ago. And the other modern value that nowadays they talk about is human rights. But in Islam, let us talk about animal rights, not human rights. Of course, human rights was completely solved during the life of the Holy Prophet of Islam. We have some hadith that is telling us from the Holy Prophet of Islam, the Prophet of Mercy, as my brother Nur Hassan mentioned, Rahmatun lil Alameen is mercy for all creation, not just for mankind, not for human beings. The Holy Prophet, we have a hadith, it was outstanding, it was something really just shocking for me. We have a hadith about the animal right in Islam, not human right. Of course, human right is something we take it for granted. The Holy Prophet of Islam is telling us, as Muslims, as his followers, do not offer your hand to an animal, to a horse, for example, if you do not have anything to feed him. If you don't have food for animal, do not offer your hand, because you are telling a lie to a horse. This is our religion. We have animal rights. This is something modern. Nowadays they are claiming about human rights. Of course, I'm not sure that they are trustworthy and they are sincere about human rights, but we have animal rights in Islam during the life of the Holy Prophet of Islam. Another example, so when you are in a desert and you are experiencing water shortage, so you are not allowed to take wudu with that water if there is an animal with you. You have to give that water to that animal and you do tayammum yourself. Do not consume that water for your worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there are lots of modern values and I'm not going to go through all of them. Just two examples. So human rights, animal rights, equality, diversity. Just take a look to the life of the Holy Prophet of Islam. So these things are not something modern for us. We had all of them 1400 years ago. And if it is not divine, so please tell me what was that? So it is clear for us, and also my brother Rabbani said, just take a look to the conquest of Mecca, and the Holy Prophet of Islam said, Al-Yawm Yawm al-Marhama. Today is the day of kindness, the day of mercy, the day of love, not the day of revenge, not the day of retaliation. Just as an outsider, as a non-believer, just take a look to the lifestyle of the Holy Prophet of Islam, and you can see just the only thing that is left for you is to believe to such a great person, such a great character, and he is the teacher of the universe. It is not limited to the time, it's not limited to geographical location. The Holy Prophet of Islam is some character who is eternal, and it's a like deep ocean that every time that you dive in, you can get new jewelries, new precious things from the depth of the ocean of the holy life of the Holy Prophet of Islam. So I know there are other brothers that they want to deliver lecture. Just I wanted to give you some clue so we can think about modern values and just we can easily find in the life of the Holy Prophet of Islam. And of course I'm not praising modern values, I'm praising the values of the life of the Holy Prophet of Islam. When he says, إِنِّي بُئِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ, I just had this mission to make the beauties of ethics perfect, make them perfect. So this religion is a religion of ethics, and of course we should emphasize more on ethics. Alhamdulillah, we are emphasizing on fiqh, emphasizing our daily prayers, our fasting, recitation of Quran, and I think something that we should emphasize more is ethics. Alhamdulillah, we are doing that. Just as a reminder, as the Quran says, فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُذَكِّرْ. Just remember them because you are a reminder. Remind them. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for having me tonight. It was my honor and my pleasure to meet my brothers in faith. Alhamdulillah, such a great and blessed gathering. Thank you very much. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آله.